So Chris, why is it important for you to be here at YII in infrastructure?
I think it's important for me to be here because we often operate in very siloed ways. You know, if I'm working in subsurface storage and I'm not thinking too much about how an understanding of the Earth's subsurface can benefit infrastructure development, then I think that's a loss. And likewise, there's presumably an infrastructure conference going on somewhere where it's only people talking about the above ground aspects of infrastructure development. So wherever we can get events like this where we bring together people from different sectors to again be in listening mode and hearing about the problems that their skills can kind of tackle, I think that's why it's powerful, not only for me, but it would be for many other people.
What opportunities have you observed in other industries and emerging sectors that could positively impact the mining industry?
So one technology I've seen and one that I've used a lot myself and I'm really, really passionate about is geophysical data. So these are data which allow us to look inside the earth before we actually put a spade in the ground. The mining sector already uses remote sensing data, so images from the sky, to kind of try and identify mineral deposits, but this is a tool which allows us to look inside the earth. And that's great because it reduces exploration and development risks, so we can sort of understand what's down there ahead of time. We can then be more targeted in our operation, so we can have a smaller footprint and therefore reduce the environmental impact. And those two things together will lead us to a position where maybe social acceptance or the public acceptance of operations will go up. So it has a benefit in many different ways. So not only allowing us to be more targeted, but allowing mining to progress in a more sustainable and respectful and mindful way.
Looking ahead, where do you see the biggest opportunities for responsible mining?
I think responsible mining is not just going to require the development and deployment of technologies. I think it's actually a human thing that needs to change. I think responsible mining is going to need us as geoscientists to go out into communities where mineral exploration is happening or may happen and really engage in a two-way dialogue with those communities and find out what they want to know. So the saying goes, you know, don't tell them what we think they need to know, find out what they want to know, and frame our conversations with those communities around that. So listening first and talking afterwards. And by doing that, we can again enhance the social license to operate. We can get the community to buy into what we want to do. The question is are we ready to look at these non-technical ways of solving a problem? I think we often focus a lot on the technological salvation, but not really on ourselves and what we can do to allow what we want to do to happen. So yeah, let's talk more. In fact, let's just listen more.